Alright, I think it works. Alright, hi everybody and welcome back to NPC for Sale. My name is Tristan, and today what we're going to be doing is we're starting a Pixelmon tutorial guide walkthrough let's play thing. So the idea is that we're going to be starting Pixelmon from the very beginning, and we're going to be moving all the way through to the very end, and we'll do just a series of tutorials and guides along the way. So this is going to be the live stream version of it, then we're going to chop these things up into nice pretty little pieces and packages, and then upload those as individual videos. But if you guys wanted to participate in this part of things, then this is how we do it. So let's go ahead and get started. We shall name our world Pixelmon Tutorial 2019. So for game options, turning on the bonus chest is kind of nice because that way you can start catching Pokemon right off the bat. But that's not required. Large biomes amplified. Space. So the ultra space is kind of weird, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. So I think we'll just leave everything as is, and let's pick a seed. Let's go for Pixelmon is cool. So if you guys want to play along, now you know what the seed is. Now, I am a filthy Gen 1er. I have been playing Pokemon since I was 9. And so, of course, I'm going to choose the very first Pokemon I ever picked ever in the game. That's going to be a Charmander. To be totally honest, I think Gen 2 is actually a little bit better. But that's okay. Okay. So here we are. Beginning of the game. And there is nothing here. So the first thing we want to do is we want to find ourselves a Pokemon Center, because we need to be able to heal our Pokemon, since right now we don't have any way of doing that, and we're not able to craft any potions or any other kind of healing items except for a bed. But even a bed is going to be complicated because we need to have wool in order to create the bed, and the only way we can get wool is if we find a Mareep and kill it, or like bug Pokemon will drop string. We have to kill a whole bunch of bug Pokemon. So that's going to be complicated, but take a look at that. Like, fully 3D Pokemon game like this is something I have wanted ever since I was a little kid. And this is just uber cool. Alright, let's get into the tutorial stuff here. So, first thing you'll probably want to know is how to check on your Pokemon. You press E, that'll bring up your inventory. Right click on the Pokemon, and you can see the summary, moves, and stats. It brings up this little menu right here. So you can see here's your Pokemon, typing, experience to level up, abilities. Click on moves down here, you can see the different moves that the Pokemon has and their information over here. And then stats will tell you, obviously, about the Pokemon stats. So looks like we have a good special attack on this one, so we'll be focusing on that. Has a rash nature. I still never figured out what any of those things meant. And it's a giant. I don't know what that means either, but that's okay because I never got into the competitive side of things. To send out your Pokemon, just press R. And then certain Pokemon on certain blocks are able to forage for things, and you can't really see it too well because it's behind my mini-map, but in the upper right hand corner of the screen, then you have two options. You have G and V. So what V will do is if you have any external moves, so like fly, teleport, cut, those kinds of things, then you can use that. Like you can use the cut skill to cut down trees or other kind of wooden blocks. Come on back. If you have like a grass Pokemon and you tell it to forage on a grass block, then it will pull up like seeds or food that you can eat. It's pretty neat. Water Pokemon are able to forage in water, obviously, and they'll be able to pull up like fish or fishing rods. So we don't have any of that quite yet. We've got our little Charmander. I want that Magikarp. We're going to fight the Magikarps. So, this is a little bit different from your traditional Minecraft start, right? So, like I said, the first thing we really want to do is we want to find somewhere or some way that we can heal our Pokemon in order to, progress through the game. Because otherwise, as soon as Charmander passes out, as soon as he faints, we are in trouble. The other thing is that we don't have a lot of the traditional ways of generating food right off the bat. So one of the reasons that we're fighting these Magikarp is that they will drop fish. And we can eat the fish. Raw fish. So that gives us a little bit of sustenance for moving through the game. What level are you? 5? Good work. And I just sent Charmander to his death. Come back! Wait just a minute and see if it comes back. What level are you? So we only want to battle Magikarp that are under level 14. Because at level 14 they learn Tackle. Whereas prior to that, the only move that they know is Splash, and of course Splash doesn't do anything. But I think you guys will get bored of that pretty quick. But we have one that should be enough to get us started as long as we don't run. There's an arrow. And he's gone. So it looks like the first thing we're going to need is a boat so we can get out of here. Get some wood. Now, in case you guys are wondering, I am using a couple of extra mods just to kind of help things be a little bit smoother. Obviously, we're running Optifine, which is what gives us the prettier graphics.
Ladybug.
Ladybug's gonna drown. I wonder if one of the birds dropped him. The other thing that we're running is called JEI, and I also have a couple of libraries that are in here that help us to... it's basically a huge recipe library, right? So if we want to learn how to make a computer, right, a PC, then we just type that in, and then this will tell us how to create, like, this is the recipe for it. So we know we need a redstone, we need some aluminum plates, a redstone lamp, and some glass. Like, how do we get the plates? You hit aluminum ingot with a hammer on an anvil. Certain Pokemon will also drop it, and these are the areas where we can find those, the biomes. And then this right here will just kind of tell us what it is, what it's for, how we use it, and so on. So that's the other mod that's in here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I added to this. I don't think so. I was trying to keep it as vanilla as possible. I wanted to add things like Tinker's Construct just because I really like mining and I like digging really big holes, and that facilitates hole digging very effectively. So we might add that in later once we're a little bit more established, but kind of wanted to show like the vanilla startup for this. But that should do the trick. Hopefully something will drop some apples for us. So there's that. Go like this. Our boat. And since we're here, we'll go ahead and get some tools made up. That's a terrifying looking pickaxe. I haven't used this mod or this resource pack before. Oh, I need. All right. That should be enough to get us started. Oh, and the other mods that we're using is we have a map. Oh. Check that out. This is from an area that I was exploring not too long ago. Didn't move us that far. That's kind of interesting. So there is a Pokemon Center down over here, but it's kind of a long walk, and it's kind of an ugly area. So I'm thinking we're going to head this way. See what's out there. Island over there. Okay, we're off. Now let's turn this thing back on and see if we can actually see anything. Tengo que encontrar un edificio y va a ser bien para el primer video. Nothing over there. The whole thing, is it? That is the entire island. Okay. So this is the kind of boring part of things. We're just trying to find Pokemon Center. Now, they tend to spawn the most in, like, plain biomes. So if you are looking for one, that's probably going to be the best place to look. They actually spawn pretty much anywhere where you're going to be able to find towns. Another place where you'll tend to find them a lot is going to be in desert biomes. Oh, I think this is the end of our route over here. So if you are looking for one, that's probably where you're going to want to start. The other randomly generated buildings that you can find are going to be gyms. And the gyms, they can kind of just show up anywhere. We're going to hop right over this. I wonder if we can dig. Yeah, that's not going to work. Oh, cool. Okay, so you see that? The little particles popping up? So that means that there's a hidden item. So like, you know in the games how you had to use, how you can just like find items laying on the ground? Well, that happens here too. Is there somebody stuck? And it looks like this. So if you just find one of these, right click on that spot and you'll find an item. And so we just got ourselves a Premier Ball. Woohoo! Ooh, and this is really important too. So these are apricorns, okay? Apricorns. And what they do is these are how you make your Pokeballs. So different color combinations create different types of Pokeballs. So a black one mixed with a yellow one is going to create a I'm trying to see here. Let's do this. I want this. Okay, so what you do is you throw it into a furnace, and then that will give you a cooked black apricorn. Okay, and then ooh, black. New. Okay, focus, Tristan. Okay, so if you do a red, black, and white one, then you can get a timer ball. If you do blue, or excuse me, red, black, and red, get a repeat ball. You can get a luxury ball. You can get a moon ball. Get a level ball. You can get a dusk ball. Net ball, an ultra ball. This is the most important one. This is the one that we're going to be focusing on. You go black, yellow, black, and another badge case. So that's really important. It's really cool that we found one of these so fast. Next, we need to find ourselves a yellow one, and it will actually be set. Kind of wanting to wait for that to grow again. Now, the other thing about these is that you can plant them in order to get more, or you can cook them in order to start turning them into Pokeballs. So usually it's good to plant a few of them and then start going from there. Hi, Keegs. Shoot me a link and we can take a look. Probably won't be able to do it in these videos, but I won't be able to do it in another. So we're planning to do a lot more Pixelmon content, so that could be good. How much longer for this thing to be done? Just another second. So these other people that you see in the game, like that, those are NPCs. Like these are things that you can battle. So that one's level 10, so we're not going to mess with her. She will kick our butts, especially since we only have a level 5 Charmander. And I've run out of patience on that. I'm up here to look back and it's going to be done. Still not done. Okay. Oh, Flare. Okay, I will check it out. I actually have a there's a red one. I work with somebody who's actually really into Minecraft servers, and so he can probably give us a better review of it than I can. But since this is just a basic tutorial, that's kind of what we're focusing on, just the single player, at least for now. Now over here. Alright, so now we have some blue ones. That will allow us to make some great balls. And we're just trying to find ourselves center. Two. That's a pig spawner. In here. Take all that. What's in here? Bone. Painted book. Iron ingots. Berry gems. Music disc. I'll take that too. Fortunately, we can't really do anything with this. Now, there shouldn't be any normal or aggressive mobs in this. So just something to keep in mind. It only be Pokemon. Spinnerack, what level are you, buddy? 5? I wonder if we can beat that. We have to beat a lot of them in order to get some string. So these guys can drop string. I guess we're gonna fight them. See if we can adjust our view here a little bit. Using Absorb on us, how dare he? We might be able to win this fight. Okay, so level 6, that's good. And we got some string. So we are one teeny tiny bit closer to building a bed. Now, building a bed will allow us to rest and heal our Pokemon. But we've got a ways to go before we're able to do that. So, I'm just gonna keep looking for a time being. And like, ooh, we needed that. Now we can make our Ultra Balls. Excellent. There's a way to change the music in this to the Pokemon theme song. That'd be cool. Interesting structure over here. Now, eventually, you'll be able to do a lot of other stuff with this, like once you have a good flying Pokemon, you can actually just fly across these areas, and that makes traveling and exploring a lot easier. Obviously, Charmander's not a great flying Pokemon. We're coming back for this. Can't get it now. That was a Water Stone, or at least part of a Water Stone, like what you used to evolve water Pokemon. And so we're going to want that. But we only have a wooden pickaxe right now, so we can't pick it up. I think we need iron. But we can actually make items out of that. We can make tools out of them. So definitely going to be coming back for that. And those just spawn in the water. You can also find a leaf stone. Those grow in trees. going to be the easiest way to get around this. I don't want to go over. Go this way. Turn on our map. Alright, I think we're going to keep heading south and see if maybe we can find something over here. But I actually have to leave here in just a minute, so this might be ending here soon. You can hear my dog, that's why. He thinks it's time for a walk. We're going to take one quick look over here. Now, it will show up on the map as soon as the things are available. Just be like a big red dot. Fall off. Start grabbing these. Those are berries. They can do all kinds of interesting things. Grab all the materials to make Pokeballs later because that's just going to speed up our process.
Ladybug.
Swap. It knocked us out at the very end. Piece of junk. Okay. I have a title ball. Used in order to obtain the Tower Duo Pokemon Lugia. So we're going to hold on to that. We don't need this. Golden Apple. We're definitely going to want that. Has the damage of one super effective water type moved aimed at the holder. That could be good. That's going to be kind of junk. Not super useful either. That thing. Really don't need a music disc right now. I have never heard that before. What on earth was that thing? Okay, but now we don't have any active Pokemon, and that means that we can't battle anything, which means that we can't really do anything else Pokemon-ish until we find that Pokemon Center, which is why we're putting such a strong emphasis on actually finding one at the beginning. So now we're just going to run around and see if we can find one real quick. There's going to be one around here soon. Because we've got things to do. Boring first episode.
Metapod. Matchup.
All right, well, I think we're going to go ahead and call it quits here. I'll see if I can find a Pokemon Center off screen just because I don't want to bore you guys. This could take a while, but I think that'll do it for the first episode. Let me know what you guys think, and if there's anything else specifically you'd like us to go over, and see you guys in the next video.